earlier this year, I made my first leather bag, and I did a video on it. I have loved it. I have carried it all summer. It ticks off all the things for me, and I said I would never make another one. I lied. I did make another one. Now, before I show it to you, I want to tell you that I saw years ago, I saw a leather and plaid bag online. Never knew where to purchase them. By the time I ever saw it, they weren't making them anymore. And it was made by a person out of York, England, who has a wool farm. I mean, she farms sheep for wool, and I guess she had these made, had the plaid made from her own wool, and then had the bags made. I don't really know the story, but I loved them. And from that point on, I was always looking for a plaid and leather bag that I liked. I saw several out there, but I didn't like them. They didn't take off the look that I wanted. So, with that as my inspiration, and this other bag that I made behind my belt, I thought, maybe you can make one yourself. So I began looking at plaids, and I couldn't find any I like. But I have this pair of men's golf pants from England or Scotland or whatever. I got them at an estate sale, and that plaid was perfect. So I cut them up. So while doing my leather cutting and fabric cutting, I messed up somewhere. So I ended up only having enough of the plaid for one side of the bag. So I had to improvise on the other side. That story said, here's the bag. This is my plaid and leather tote. Now, I think it's pretty similar to the one, the inspiration one. Here in the middle is a piece of that fabric from that pair of pants I cut off. It's a nice tight weave plaid tartan. And I was going to do this on both sides, but like I said, I didn't have enough. I messed up in my measuring. And the part I messed up was this part, because this is one piece. It goes around like this. So on the back, I just made a leather insert, and I put in a pocket. And I decided to make the pocket asymmetrical. And so now I sort of have two looks in one bag. Well, when I finished putting it all together, I didn't have this part up here. And this just looked very plain to me. Okay, there's a black hole in the middle of my bag. So I added a snap top to it, which sort of breaks this up. I mean, I could have gone across with a piece of leather, or I could have put something in the middle, but I decided to make a snap here, and that breaks up that front black hole. Then I decided to add a little ring, because I like to hang things from my bags, and you can change that all the time and have a completely different look to your bag. That ring is always there, and I can attach whatever tassel I'm working on, or whichever is my favorite at the time. You can hang all kinds of things from this little ring and completely change the look of the bag. And I didn't want to do a lot of sewing down at the bottom, so I put in 3 little rivets on each side, and that holds it all together down there and gives it an interesting look from the side. So perfect for fall. I can't wait to carry it. And I'm out of pieces big enough to make anymore, So I paid about $150 for the hide, and I got 2 bags out of it. Plus I have remnants for all my projects. It really was a good investment in the hide, especially since I didn't quite know what I was going to do with it when I bought it. I will not be making any more of these. This is not for sale. The tassels are, the bag is not. And now I can quit looking at leather and plaid bags and move on to something else. And be sure to check out my Etsy shop for tassels. These are my best seller right here. This is the waterfall tassel. And I will make them as long as I have the supplies available. I will tell you that finding these clasps is getting harder, you know, the whole supply chain thing. Things go away. They were available, and then they're not. So fortunately, I think I found some more. But yeah, as long as I have the supplies, I'll keep making them. And link to these is here and below and all of that. So that's my plaid bag story, and I hope you enjoyed that video. And I think the next video, or the last video, one of the ones coming up, is going to be some purchases I've made from Portland Leather, and there is a funny story to go along with that purchase. So yeah, it's worth tuning in. Y'all have a great day. Bye bye.